Imagine living in a world where every thunderclap was Zeus having a mood swing, every rainfall was Poseidon spilling his drink, and every bad harvest was a divine tantrum. And in that world, one man stands up and says, "What if it's just weather that's intense in 600 BCE was more dangerous than saying in modern America? Maybe inflation can be solved if we start using our meet Thales of Miletus, the first man who told humanity, stop blaming the gods, start observing the world. Won the world before Thales' mythology as the default operating system. Before Thales, people explained everything through myths. Babylonians believed the world came from a watery chaos. Hesiod described creation as a divine family drama. Minoans and Mycenaeans relied completely on religion to explain natural events. If crops failed, gives the gods are angry. If storms came, gives the gods are angrier. If prices went up, gives the gods are furious. Humanity was living inside a cosmic soap opera. To enter Thales, the first natural thinker, Thales looked around and said, "Look, if every explanation starts with God, then what is the point of having a brain?" He believed events had natural causes, not heavenly mood swings. This made him the first scientist, the first rationalist, and the first man to say, "Let's understand nature before we worship it." 3. The water theory. Everything is water. Thales asked one of the most profound questions in Western history. What is the basic material of the cosmos? A. Resonant. The fundamental substance must be. Gives capable of change. Gives essential for life. Abletomob. Gives transform into different states. Give rise to all things. By observing nature, he concluded, everything, water flows, freezes, evaporates, nourishes, floods, disappears. It is life itself. To explain it in modern American terms, saying everything is water in ancient Greece was like saying today, everything is taba. Liquid, coffee, solid, cake, vapor, aroma, reality caffeinated. For earth floating on water. Thales' early hypothesis. Thales also believed the earth floated on water like a giant raft. When the water beneath shook, earthquakes. Was he wrong? Yes. Was he revolutionary? Absolutely. This was the first natural explanation of earthquakes ever proposed. 5. The first entrepreneur. Thales wasn't just a philosopher. He was clever, practical, and surprisingly modern. He studied the stars, predicted a great olive harvest, bought all the olive presses in advance, and when the boom arrived, he rented them out at high prices. The first data-driven business model in history. Silicon Valley would have given him a TED Talk. When people asked why a philosopher bothered making money, Thales replied, "Wisdom can be profitable." A line every American entrepreneur wishes they'd said first. 6. Geometry in Egypt. Astronomy in Thales traveled widely. In Egypt, he learned geometry, even measured the height of pyramids using their shadows. In Miletus, he studied astronomy and is said to have predicted the 585 BCE solar eclipse. Imagine predicting a solar eclipse without NASA, telescopes, satellites, or even a calculator. Just pure observation and geometry. That's why Aristotle called him the father of philosophy. 7. The Milesian School. The birth of Western philosophy. Thales wasn't just a thinker. He was a teacher. His student Anaximander expanded his theories. Anaximenes continued the tradition. Pythagoras was influenced. Aristotle studied him. Diogenes wrote about him. He started a chain reaction of thinking that never stopped. Thales was the spark that lit up the Western intellectual world. 8. The American relevance. why Thales still matters. If Thales lived in modern America, he'd probably say, climate change isn't divine punishment. It's physics. Study the storm before you fear it. Observe the world more than you argue about it. His philosophy was simple. Don't worship the thunder. Understand Italiano. This is the foundation of every American scientific achievement. From the light bulb to the smartphone to the Mars rover. 9 powerful final message. Thales taught humanity one eternal truth. Believe less in fear and more in observation. Believe less in myth and more in thought. His real legacy is not everything is water. His real legacy is everything makes sense if you're willing to think. And today, when the world is drowning in misinformation, noise, outrage, and online arguments, maybe the most beautiful thing we can do is remember what Thales whispered 2,600 years ago. Use your mind before. Closing lines exactly as you requested. And with that powerful lesson, we will look at the second philosopher in the next video. If you enjoyed this journey into the beginning of human thought, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, The Philosophy for Public. More wisdom, more storytelling, more philosophy. Coming soon.